has been a disastrous free agency period for the New England Patriots. What is going on, y'all? Fox Sports Talk back at it with another video talking, of course, some NFL, here to talk about NFL free agency for the New England Patriots. We cannot wait, I'm sure, for this period to be over as they keep losing players. And now the tally is up to 4 key losses for them, with losing cornerback Malcolm Butler, running back Dion Lewis, wide receiver Danny Amendola, and starting left tackle Nate Solder. So 4 big losses for the New England Patriots. What does this mean? Can they recover from it? Why did they choose to let them go? And do I really see this as a downfall of the Patriots? So I'm going to get into all of that right now. So let's go through this one by one, right? We'll start with cornerback Malcolm Butler. And I made a video about this when he decided to take that fat contract from Tennessee. So go ahead and check that video out if you guys want more detail and analysis on that move. But this one was the easiest one to predict because the bridge was burned with head coach Bill Belichick after Malcolm Butler was benched in the Super Bowl. So nobody was surprised, to say the least, that Malcolm Butler left. And honestly, this could have been a solid move for the Patriots to let him go, even if it was better for them to keep him in terms of them losing a starting corner. What I mean by that is financially, the amount of money he got paid by the Titans, they might have overpaid slightly for Malcolm Butler. He's a very good corner. I'm not saying he's not, but for the price that they're paying for him, maybe it was wise for the Patriots to let him go. So that loss, I thought it was very predictable. I'm not surprised by it, so I don't put too much stock into them losing Malcolm Butler, okay? Let's talk about Dion Lewis. This one hurts. This one definitely hurts because, like I said, Dion Lewis is a Swiss Army knife for that offense. He can do everything for them. He can catch passes out of the backfield. He can run between the tackles. He can return kicks and punts. So Dion Lewis was vital for that offense. He was that spark plug, if you will. Basically, their starting running back. So they lose that now. They did re-sign running back Rex Burkhead to a new 3-year deal. I like Rex Burkhead. I like Dion Lewis more. But this is the position also I'm least worried about in terms of them replicating the running game with another back or two. Jeremy Hill was also scheduled to visit with the Patriots, so they might sign him. So I think New England will find a way to mask this running back position like they always do. Hell, they had Jonas Gray run for like 200 yards, and they picked him off the practice field, and then they said the hell with that and let him go again. Okay, so they can find a way to get the production from the running game. It might not be as good as it was with Dion Lewis, but I feel like they will find a way. Like I said, Rex Burkhead is a solid piece, and then they can always sign another guy in free agency. So that's 2 out of the 4. Let's talk about Danny Amendola. Here's the thing with Danny Amendola. I like Danny. He's a good, solid slot receiver, possession receiver, if you will, but he was only highlighted after the Julian Edelman injury. Danny Amendola was an afterthought in this offense, and if Julian Edelman was healthy, Danny Amendola, people wouldn't even be talking about him if he had left in free agency, because he would have been that irrelevant. Okay, he can make 1 or 2 big catches here and there, but if you're talking about being a stud receiver for your offense, absolutely not. Okay, so for the Patriots, if Julian Edelman just recovers from his ACL injury and he's back to being Julian Edelman, then he will definitely make you not miss Danny Amendola, okay? Make no mistake about it. Julian Edelman is better than Danny Amendola. And we've still got Rob Gronkowski there, so you still have those pieces. So, like I said, Danny Amendola was only burst onto the sort of scene, if you will, because of the loss of Julian Edelman. So if Edelman is back to 100%, I think this will offset the Amendola loss. Even though it hurts a little bit, I don't think it hurts that much. So that takes care of that. And now we get to, I feel like, the biggest loss, which was left tackle Nate Solder. This is the guy who is protecting Tom Brady's blind side. It is very hard to find starting left tackles in this league, and it is one of the most underrated positions in the NFL, okay? You got to invest your offensive line because Tom Brady, that guy's everything for the Patriots. So for Patriot fans and for the Patriots organization in general, surround Brady with whatever, but make sure that offensive line is at least good, okay? Because if Brady's not protected, then it's game over for you. So basically, I feel like Nate Solder was the biggest loss for them. Now, they have other guys like Marcus Cannon and whatnot that he can possibly slide over, but they probably will look to draft an O-lineman, and they will look to replace Nate Solder, who signed with the New York Giants, but I doubt they will be able to get somebody as good as him. So overall, if I talk about those 4 guys and those 4 losses, I can say 3 out of the 4, or at least 2 out of the 4, don't hurt as much as people think they do. And I think the Patriots will be fine. The Nate Solder loss definitely is a big one. But overall, what do I see with the Patriots now? Do I still see them as contenders? Absolutely. They still have Tom Brady. They still have Bill Belichick. I absolutely think the Patriots still contenders. Here's the thing. I'm going to put a qualifier on it. Do I think the Patriots are the favorites to win the Super Bowl? No, I do not. I think 2 teams in the NFC have much better rosters overall than the New England Patriots, even if they don't have the better quarterback. And I'm talking about the defending Super Bowl champions, Philadelphia Eagles, and I'm talking about the Minnesota Vikings, okay? Those 2 teams in the NFC, their rosters overall, if you take the entirety of the roster, quarterback, running back, defense, everything involved, those 2 rosters are head and shoulders better than the New England Patriots. You can go up and down. Hell, the Vikings just added Sheldon Richardson today, I believe. So those 2 rosters are better. And then the Eagles added Haloti Ngata, I believe, too. So those 2 rosters got even better. So those 2 rosters are better than the New England Patriots. And that's why I say if they are still Super Bowl bound, that's because the Patriots are in the AFC. And I still do not see that clear threat in the AFC. I certainly don't see it in their division. And I certainly don't see a clear threat in the AFC like I do in the NFC, okay? Will they win the Super Bowl again next year? I don't know about that. Obviously, like I said, the Eagles and the Vikings rosters, I believe, are much better than the Patriots. And there's maybe other teams you can make the argument for. But in the AFC, you got the Steelers. Maybe they're always inconsistent. You never count on them. I like the Chargers, but really, would you pick them over the Patriots? Jaguars, again, they challenged them last year, but they lost Allen Robinson, obviously in free agency, but he didn't really play in the game in the playoffs. But still, do you believe in the Jaguars to make a repeat again? The Titans are nice and upcoming, but they still feel like a year away. Then you have the Raiders. Now with John Gruden, could they be a contender? So really, it's a bunch of teams, but there's no clear threat, okay? So even though the Patriots have lost all of these guys, I still think they are the favorites in the AFC. I don't necessarily think that they're favorites in the entire NFL. Like I said, I think those other 2 teams are better than them, and I think those 2 teams should be favored to win the Super Bowl, not the Patriots, though I would not be surprised if the Patriots obviously got out of the AFC. So that is what I think, folks. Let me know what you guys think, if you guys agree or disagree. Where do you think the Patriots are now with these big losses? I think they'll find a way to cover it up on offense. Defensively, I'm a little worried, and left tackle on the O-line, I'm worried for the Patriots. So that's what I think, folks. Leave a comment down below if you agree or disagree. Make sure to hit me up on my social media, link down below for that. And as always, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.